Okay guys, this is RonkePosh and welcome to the Canva tutorial. So I'm doing this because obviously we know that there's been a lockdown and people need to find alternative ways of making money. So part of it is being creative, being able to pitch ourselves nicely um, online since we are all at home. So this is useful for the people that will be going for my VA, which is the virtual assistant tutorial, along with basic Canva that we have here. So like I said, it's a basic course and I will try and run through it within 30 minutes so that we don't spend too much time here. What I would really like you to do is actually to create your own designs. Now Canva has a basic plan and it has a pro plan. I tend to use the pro plan because I like Canva a lot. I've used it for quite a number of years. It's able to store your photos in here. So I'll just go over the outline. So just follow my mouse. So on the left here, you have the home page, you have the templates, and your templates, you can have social media templates. So the sizes for the Facebook post, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, you can have it for personal invitations or your t-shirts, business, marketing, education. So education, for example, you can have your lesson plans or you can have presentation. You can have Zoom backgrounds as well. You can create a Zoom background and project it when you are having a Zoom meeting. So these are different designs. You can just pick their templates. And then these are my own designs that are here that I've used before now, but actually quite recently. Now you have what is recommended for you when you've used Canva for quite a bit. You have your own designs. So if I click on all my designs on the left here, you would see my different designs here. They're all nice and beautiful. And I've practiced. I'm not a Canva pro because Canva is very dynamic. There's so many things it can do. Only recently I still learned quite a bit on Canva, some other apps you can integrate into Canva. So it's quite a nice and dynamic app. So the learning continues with it. You can do a lot of branding, you can create folders and keep your designs in there. So let's go to the top right here and create a design. Let's go straight to work. So if you want to create a design, you can create a YouTube thumbnail, Facebook post, presentation, whatever it is. So let's just create a Facebook post since I believe that many people here saw this ad via Facebook. So we are here. So this is our Facebook post. So Canva, people call it Canvas, but it's actually Canva. It will first of all give you a white canvas, which is right here in front of you. And then that is where you're going to build. So it's just like having a whiteboard and drawing on it, or having an easel board of an artist and drawing on it. At the bottom right, you can see that it's 89%. That's quite large for me to work on, but I would use it for the purpose of this tutorial. But normally I don't like them to be this large. And I might still reduce it actually, because when I when I create doubles, then I want you to see at 89% you won't see it properly. So let's just go there and fiddle with it a bit. So this is for a full screen and I don't want a full screen. So I will press escape. Click on 89% and I will go to 75%, which is a bit smaller. And if I want to copy the page, whatever I design in, if I want to copy it, I just click here on copy page. Okay. Okay, a bit of a distraction over there. Okay, now so this is my canvas, and if I want to add a new page, I add the new page by clicking the bottom right here. So that's 2. And if I want to undo it, I go to the top left here and undo. If I have this and I want to resize it, this is a pro. So if I want to resize whatever it is, so I can resize, and so this is the size in here. You can put the numbers of pixels that you want there, but I don't even know them by pixels. I just choose what I want. So if I'm doing a presentation, I'll just click on presentation and copy and resize it, and it will change the shape for me. But we're still using the Facebook post. So let's go over a few things that we can do. Now we can upload a picture. So if you go to the left here, you can upload a picture. Click on upload and then upload an image. I already have images in here, so it will just populate on the left here. So I can just pick one of my own images already here. So this is something I had designed before. I can pick it over here and use it. I can move it around. But I won't do that because I want to show you how to get an image from somewhere else. So if you want to get an image from your computer or your USB, another device or storage device, just upload an image over here, pick it from your computer or from Facebook over here. It will just open up your folders and you can pretty much pick what you want. And it's taking forever. So here, so I don't tend to keep pictures on here personally. I don't. So if you have pictures on your desktop, you can pick them up. If you have photos here, I think I have 1 or 2 or 3, 4 that I used here. So let's check photos. Photos here, maybe 3 or 4. Yeah, just a few. So I can go there and pick here. So these are recent YouTube thumbnails that I created. So it will load, and when it's loading, when you see on the left here that this blue, what should I call it? This blue effect that looks like liquid moving up, it's loading, and when it's all there, then it's all in your Canva drive. So what you need to do is just wait for it. Once it's all done and blue, go to your image and click it, double click it, and can you see? I even clicked it more than once, so I'll delete one. So I can just put this here. So what you see here was created using Canva. So if this is the image that I wanted to use, this is what I would do, put the image here. But this is not the best image for that. So let's pick an image here. So if I pick an image, let's say an image here. If I pick this image, okay? So this is me in the school. I can stretch the image to fill the canvas. I can stretch it. Can you see that? You can stretch it to fill the canvas. Okay? I can flip the image. So you can see me on the right here. If you go up here and click on flip horizontal, it will take me to the other side. So you can flip the image. You can adjust the image. So you can increase the brightness if you want. This was way too bright. The picture is perfect anyway, but if you wanted to do that, you can. Now, with Canva Pro, not basic, if you have Canva Pro, you can go to effects, for example, and you can remove all this background if it's too busy. So you can just use the background remover and take it all out. Let me see that. You see that happening? So it's a connection problem. Up Niger. But hey, you get it. This will take everything out and just leave just myself there. So let's go back. Let's go back. So it's done it now. It's taking it out. It's taking the background out. So you can see that it's just me here now in white. So there's a network challenge. So I can crop this image if I want. So let's wait. Click on the image. So we're having connection challenges. Let me see what I can do about that. Let me see if this one is any better. So we can crop the image. Let me just wait a bit. Because right now it's small in proportion, so we have to consider proportion. Okay. So we're still having that network challenge. Let's find one of my other networks. Let's just wait for it. I'm going to have to crop that part out of the video. Okay, is he awake yet? No, not yet. So let's undo this. So this is here. So we can move this around if it allows us. Okay, so let me see. So here we're going to retry, see if we can still crop this. The network is not favorable at all. So let's move this. Normally it's smoother than this, it's just this network. It's connection issue. I wonder if still recording. Okay, so let's continue. So you can take off the background by clicking on effects if you have the Pro Canva. This is a bit of a nightmare sometimes when the network has challenges. Now I can create a copy of this page by clicking this this icon over here which it says copy page, and I can label my design here saying basic Canva. So my document has a name. I can add some notes. This was done during the COVID pandemic as a new skill. So something like that, anything you want. I don't use notes personally. I don't need it, so I don't use them. So if I want to add a new page, I just move down a bit and add a new page. So it will give me a brand new canvas. So this is one here and this another one here. So I can go to my already uploaded images here. Already uploaded images. Let's pray that it uploads in time. And we just pick the image and it will jump on the canvas. The network is appalling. If you pick the image, it will jump on the canvas. So let me look for any other one. So this is a nice image. So I can use that and expand it. Okay, as I want. And then I can also add a new page and create a background. So you can add videos, you can add pictures, whatever it is you want to add on Canva, you can add it. Videos is definitely not going to be basic. So this is the background on the left. You can click on the background and you can choose any background you want. There's a color palette, there are gradients, there are all sorts of designs there. So once it loads now, you can just pick whatever color you want. So let those ones load, okay, coming up. So you can choose this color, lilac, if you want, and then it will just give you a lilac canvas for you to use. Or you can use a pattern, landscape, anything you want. Some are paid, some are free. The free ones are very many and they're still nice. So you can use this one that looks like the sky, use this one that looks like the sunset. It's beautiful, so beautiful. So you can choose any design, any background that you want here. And then we move on to the text. So text, you just click on text here. And once you click on text, you will see this first three at the top. You can pick any of them, or you can use any of the texts that are free, or if you subscribe, upgrade and pay for Pro, there will be other ones that you'll be able to use, but these are free. So if you use something that is free like this, it's going to be exactly as it is there. So you just click here. I know it will come up 10 times when I do it. So it's on here. So it's going to be exactly like this when you use it. You can change the size or whatever, but because it's grouped together as a template, you can ungroup on the top left, top right here. You can ungroup it. So say for example, you don't want the bottom half, you can delete that out. You can delete this out. Whatever you don't want, you can take them out. Since you've now ungrouped, I'm going to erase that. And I don't want that either. I will ungroup it too, so I can take this part away and take this part away and just leave the title. So this title is big, so I can just make it a little bit smaller. So 111, let's just make it 88. Let's try 88. And let's write basic. So I'm using the Mac. I'm always trying to do a Control A. That doesn't work. So let's work. What's going on? Is the network challenge again? Let's remove this. Cancel that. Basic. So Canva, you just have to play around with it. Canva design. So if that's what you want, basic Canva design. See that? Wonderful. So you can move the position. You can actually click on the box and start moving it around. Or you can just go to the top right where you have position and just say go to the middle and it will obey your command. You can say go to the left, it will obey your command. You can tell it to go to the right, it will go wherever you want it to go. But let's have it in the center for now. Let's have it in the center. So this is a simple basic design, very, very simple. If you want to change this font, just click on it, go to font here. There are tens and tens and tens of fonts. You can use anything you want here. Let's try Zingrust Base. Zingrust Base, it will change it. There you go. Zingrust Base is what it looks like. Now if you want to change the color of the text, so just click on A here and let's make it, what do we think is going to look good on here? Let's make it yellow. So click on the yellow. Blend too much. So you just play around and try and see which one you would like. You can choose to underline it if you want. Doesn't look good. If the text is not bold, you can bolderize it over here. Okay? So that's how you do that. Now, once you've done that, let's create a new one. Let's create a new page here. So let's remove this background. Just click delete. And then we can bring in an image. So if I bring in maybe my Bitmoji, and if you want, we might still do the Bitmoji training. So if I bring in my Bitmoji, for example, I can stretch my Bitmoji here. Okay, and I can just go to position and put it on the top. Put it on the top, go to position again, left, see? So that all I need to do is just to stretch it to fill the, and when you stretch, use the corners, don't stretch from the side here, to just make it the image wonky, make it look inappropriate. So when you want to stretch, you stretch from the corners. You can always crop or you can always add a background to match. So let's find a greenish background that might match that. Can you see something like that? Now, if this background, you can see one is darker than the other, you can always click on this one and then you go to this grid where it says transparency and then you can move back a bit. And you see that it's fading and it's looking more like that color. So you play around with Canva. It's like a little toy that you can play with. That's how Canva works. And then you can choose to adjust the image. So the lines won't be there. If I click out, the lines won't be there. You see that? You see that? If you want, you can make it so much bigger. It's really, really up to you how you want it to be. If I want it to film here completely, here it is. If I want to make the transparency darker now, here we go. A lot darker, yeah? So here, click on it. You can adjust the brightness again here if you want. The contrast again here if you want. This is how you want it. If you want to make it blurry, you can do that here. That's fine. It's up to you what you want. You can crop and then you can flip the design. It's right in the center, so flipping it won't really make much of a difference. And at least I don't think so, except if you want to make it upside down, okay? Then that would work. So this here, you can click here and then go to text. When you have text here, you can choose the text that you want. So if you go to the top, you can get any of the standard. So you can choose this one here. You can choose this text here. And you can say Canva tutorial. And you can select it. You can select the whole thing. Let me do a Control Shift. and then let's make it white. Let's just make it white for the sake of it. All right, white, you click here and it's white, and then you can stretch it at the corners to increase the size, or you can just choose the number that you want here, and you can also change the font. So if you want to change the font to, I don't know, Churchy, it will change, and you can make the position to the top. So can you see? So that's Canva tutorial right there for you. So another thing that you can do is if you want to duplicate this image, so let's look for a new page. If you have a new page here, okay, let's take this off, this canvas off. So the green is there. If I go to my photos and I choose an image, so let me use their own images I've usually paid for anyway. And let's go to my upload. So this is my upload here. So if I choose this image of mine, I can decide to remove the background if the network would permit. So I can just use the background remover to remove the background. We just wait for it. I'm actually recording in the night so that this thing can come out nicely and quickly, the network. But it's still a bit, it's still very slow, not even a bit slow. So, bingo, there you go. So, you can adjust that if you want. Do all the stuff you want here. If you want to make it brighter, it's up to you really, or less bright, you can do that. Now if you want to duplicate this image, you just click on here. You see duplicate at the top right, duplicate, and you see I am two now. So there are two of me here. So let's put this one here, position left. And let's put this one position right. Okay, and they are exactly the same, but you can flip this, you can flip one of them. So if you flip this one, flip, here we go, go, there we go. So they are mirroring each other, so you can flip and they mirror each other, and you can just add your text, any text that you want. You can also add elements to it, elements here. So you can have shapes, circles, and all sorts there. So here we go. I've clicked on a circle and it should pop on here. So if I want the circle color to be changed from blue, I click blue at the top here, and I can make it, what goes with green? Orange, let's try orange. And shrink it a bit, make it smaller. Smaller, yeah. And you can also write text in it. The different shapes here that you can add to your design over here, there are different shapes you can add to your design, different pre-populated text that you can use, and that is the basic of Canva. That's the basic one. So if you do your designs, let me see what you've done. I hope you followed it nicely, and I hope it's been useful. You can add music with Pro, you can add videos with Pro, you can add more images, and that is pretty much how you do your basic designs in Canva. Once you're done, you go to this arrow here and you can download it. When you download, it's always nice to download as a PNG. When you download as a PNG, it won't have a background effect. So you can use it on social media, you can use it on other places anyway. And you can also choose a transparent background so that green won't be there. You can compress it, but I don't compress. If you have so many pages, like this is page 5, you can just choose the number of pages or the particular page that you want to use, and then you download it as a PNG. If it's a presentation you can use a PDF, for example, you download it. And that's how you use Canva basic. More advanced, there are other things that you do. So yeah, just practice. I've used it for many years and I've discovered more things as I went along. I don't publish directly to social media because sometimes I make mistakes. So I like to download it and see it before I use it properly. So that's what I do with my basic Canva. I hope that's been helpful. And yeah, I will see you at the next course. Don't forget to like and subscribe and support the teaching and the channel. Okay, thank you so much. So see you later.